Every day, we see our news feeds young people committing suicide. And based on studies, those who commit suicides belong to the population from the vulnerable groups who experience discrimination such as refugees and migrants, indigenous people, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and those who were bullied as young individuals. Unfortunately, at least half of these reported suicides are related to bullying, and those who have experienced bullying are 9 times more likely to consider taking their own lives versus who have not experienced being bullied. According to Google Dictionary, bullying is an unwanted aggressive behavior that seeks to harm, humiliate, intimidate, or coerce someone who is perceived to be vulnerable than the bully. Normally, these activities are repeated or have potential to be repeated over time. In a study conducted by the College of Policy Science in Ritsumeikan University, 4 out of 10 Filipino students has experienced bullying from either their own families, school, neighborhood, or very recently the internet. And most of these students are males more than the females. Family. Those bully victims may experience it right from those who are supposed to shelter them, their own families. Family members, without knowing it, may already be the reason behind their child's low self-esteem. The family members may mean well, but the words they speak, though not really intentional, can be perceived as demeaning rather than endearing. Picking on a child's button-like nose or dark complexion can erode a child's view of oneself. Neighbor. Playmates may show aggressive behavior towards other kids. What may be harmful childhood play may lead to bullying behaviors if not properly guided by an elder. Kids should have parental guidance while interacting with other kids so they can be advised appropriately. School. Most of the reported bullying cases by the media originate in school. These bullying activities are oftentimes directed to some students who are perceived to be physically and emotionally lesser or different, like nerds, weaklings, obese, timid, or introverts. Unfortunately, bullying in the school usually progresses to cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a form of bullying or harassment using electronic means and is done over the internet, particularly on social media sites like Twitter or Facebook. Harmful bullying behavior can include posting rumors, threats, sexual remarks, or the victim's personal information with the intent to harm. Cyberbullying may be a more silent form, but it is just as damaging and raises the risk of self-harm or suicidal behavior 2 to 3 times. The harmful effects done to the bullied child last over several years and some even up to adulthood. In fact, bullied children had greater risk for depressive disorders, anxiety disorders, generalized anxiety, panic disorder, and suicidal thoughts to at least 25% of the bullied population. So, indeed, it has to stop. However, though the bullied victims need the help and assistance, so does the bullies themselves. In fact, the website patch.com mentioned that there are several reasons, some of them are quite shocking, why these bullies find satisfaction and even strength in bullying others. Some of them may be, first, dealing with pressure themselves. Most often than not, this pressure is from their own family or loved ones. Others may be given too much authority or responsibility, that being young themselves have less understanding of how to handle it appropriately. Having their own inferiority and be bullied about it, they tend to project these fears to others. Bullies oftentimes belong in one group, with one acting as their leader and the others as support or lookouts. There are also those who bully because of anger, envy, revenge, or are pressured to maintain their popularity among classmates or peers. But most of the bullies are merely untaught to interact properly with others or how to deal with rejection and ways to deal with incidents when they do not get what they want. The bullies, not just the bullied victims, require the help of the society. What can be done then? Though our students are currently protected with the anti-bullying law of 2013, which states the roles of school administrations on how to address this problem. The upbringing of a child should start from the basic unit of the society, the family. Parents should create an open communication with their children. Ask about their relationships with their schoolmates, peers, even to their teachers. As parents, encourage positive parenting by raising the children with discipline and having good moral values. Be a parent who is empathic but logical and always set loving limits. Children today need to be heard. In fact, they demand it. Thus, giving them a voice and chance to be heard. Always allot time for them to discuss things and make them understand. Our society in dealing with bullying directly or indirectly through the cyberspace, it still has a lot to do in addressing it. Though a lot is being done today, from establishing organizations who support bullying victims to creating campaigns and establishing laws to prevent it, many are still suffering from it, both in public and secrecy. Yet what is known is that every young adult has the potential to help the entire world to make a significant impact to others. Let us utilize that and nurture that. What everyone needs, you and I, is just the right guidance from those who are more learned and in control so that the young ones can be such as well. What everyone needs is the support, be it physical, emotional, mental, and even spiritual, so that in the end they would all grow up to be holistic and complete. One by one, we can rebuild them, and as one, we can stop bullying.